What does your favorite Epic the Musical song say about you according to a psychology graduate student? Part 14. Stop, you don't gotta beg me. I mean, you can if you want to. There are many ways of persuasion. If this is your favorite song, it says some pretty great things about you. Starting with camp number 1. You sweet little wholesome bean, you get over here and give me a hug. You earn all the hugs in all the world. You are the person who identifies with Telemachus in this song, where you are just a hopeful individual who believes the best in everyone. You're probably an ENFP, an INFP, an ENFJ, or any other form of that kind of variant, the diplomats, where you just really believe that people can be good if you just give them a chance to be. You are the kind of person that looks at a situation and says, yeah, it's pretty dire, but I think that we can make this work. We just have to dig in, make sure that we're doing the best that we can, and we can make it through this. You probably really identify with Midoriya from My Hero Academia, Toru from Fruits Basket. Any of these names ringing a bell? They should, because man, do you have a hero complex that we're gonna get into. I'm not sure if it's too much anime where the protagonist can just talk no jutsu anybody into anything that they want, but you honestly believe that you can. You are the person that if you see a truly broken, upset, angry individual, you think, but what if? What if we just talk to them? What if we just find a way to make everything okay and we just show them the better way of life? You also really identified with Polites, and when things happened, you felt that in your soul because it was your hopes and dreams being crushed right along with him. Yes, I know what I just did. No, I do not feel bad because that's what kind of person I am. You are a cousin of the therapist friend. You're not really the therapist friend, but you're more like the, come on guys, let's all move together and we can make this work. We can move mountains. You are the inspirational friend. You are the friend that people call when they're just so down on their luck and so upset, and they always know that you have a kind word to say or a way to motivate them. But I have a question for you. Who motivates you? Is it anybody in your life, or is it just this entire world of escapism that you go to? Which one? Camp number 2. You're Athena in this song. And man, have you been hurt and betrayed in your life. You had a very deep friendship that was everything in the world to you. You gave everything that you could, and it was a nasty falling out. Whether that was a long 20-year friendship or whether that was 6 months, it doesn't matter. It still hurt. And you wish that things could be different. You're also the person that will replay conversations over and over again, probably when you're trying to fall asleep, to think, did I say something wrong? Did I find a way to make that worse? Could it have been different if I had changed? If I had done something differently, would we still be friends? Would I still be in that relationship? You have a tendency to self-actualize to a destructive way and place. It's good to be introspective. It's good to look at yourself and hold yourself accountable for something that you may have done wrong. But it is not okay to completely beat yourself up for things that you have no control over. It's a good exercise to remember that we are human and we're gonna hurt the people in our lives. We never intend to, but sometimes you say something wrong. Sometimes you do something that's not very flattering, or you've had a bad day, or you really didn't intend to hurt somebody, but you did. And that's why it's so important to take accountability and to say, I'm sorry that I hurt you. I'm sorry you feel this way. Even if I didn't intend to do so, you have the ability to apologize and to be introspective, but you have to be careful about not making yourself the worst. Just like in Camp 1, they have the hero complex, you have the martyr complex, where every single thing in the world is your fault. Maybe it's not all your fault. It takes 2 to tango. People don't have to accept your apology, but they should hear you out if the friendship meant anything. They also shouldn't make you choose between you and somebody else, or you and something that is happening. Real friends stay with you through the good and the bad. And if you're surrounded by people that are conditional friends, probably not the best people to have in your life. Which brings us into camp number 3. Oh, the trust issues. I'm not sure if your trust issues are a wall as much as they are an entire fortress. And I am not sure if that started very young or if it was something that you developed in your adult life because you were in Camp 1 and now you're really, really hurt and you don't see anybody ever moving through those walls. You have now built this entire thing around you because you've been hurt. And when we are hurt, people tend to respond a couple different ways. Either they get angry and they push the entire world out and they say, I'm never going to be a victim again, or they close in on themselves and they put up all of these walls. I've got a lesson for you though. If you put up walls, they will keep out the anger and the hurt and the pain. You're not going to get hurt, but you're not going to get loved either. And I think that's one of the most important things in life. It is smart to protect yourself. It's smart to learn from mistakes and learn from relationships that may not have been the best for you at that time. There are different seasons of growth and learning, and that is what is so important for us all to remember, including me. I have a history of being like, hey, let's do this, we can do this, and then I get smacked, and I'm like, why did I do that? It's to learn. It is okay to make mistakes. It's okay to trust people that may not have had your best interest at heart. And it's okay to take some time, collect yourself and say, I'm ready now. I can go out and face the world. But you got to make sure that you're willing to have that openness and to have that learning and to just face the world in a way that is good for you and everyone around you. You only need to worry about you. But that doesn't mean that you have to be an island. That doesn't mean you have to be isolated. And much like Athena was so hurt by Odysseus and he was hurt by her, both of them, we're hoping, both of them will come back together and talk about it and make that deep friendship again. It only hurts because it was real. It hurts so badly because what you had mattered. And Athena is here saying, I just feel like I could have done something differently. But what would happen if she wasn't willing to open up and trust Telemachus and help him and be there for him and also help Odysseus when he called out for her? That is what real love is. It's learning, it's growing, it's finding out who you are, what you want to be, what you need for the people around you. And it's being able to open up those doors just a little bit. You don't have to be open to everybody. It is smart to know who you really need in your life. But you can't stay behind your walls. You can't stay in that place forever because you deserve to be loved, because you are wonderful and you are beautiful and your friendship matters and your talents are amazing. You deserve happiness and love and acceptance. And I am so proud of you for not giving up. I am so proud of you for not locking yourself away, for still believing in people, because I know it's hard. I know this is so much easier said than done, and it takes a mind shift. You have to be willing to trust people, and that, when you have been hurt, is the worst thing in the world to even consider, but it's worth it, because there are people who will love you exactly as you are and never want you to change. You are amazing. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And I'll see you in the next part. Stay classy, my darlings.